Hi there, my name's Sarah Aberton and I run the breastfeeding service at Koala Northwest. We're creating this short video just to go through the basic principles of position and attachment to enable you to feed your baby pain-free and then for them to get as much milk as they need. There's a range of positions you may want to use to breastfeed, but these principles will apply to any position. The way that we teach is using the acronym of CHINS, and this is a really quick and easy way to remember. So we start with C, and C is bringing the baby really close. Now, a good position to use to start with is the cross cradle hold. So if you use the opposite arm to the breast that you're using to hold the baby, making a C shape around the baby's shoulders and neck so that they don't have anything restricting the back of their head. We also want to make sure, again, that C, that the baby's in really, really close. So we know that babies can often be still scrunched up a little bit when they're first born. So if we make sure that we bring their arms out and their body is flat against us and they're nice and close, so they don't have to reach out for the breast. Once we've got them close enough, again, just thinking about that C shape, we need to make sure that their head is free to tilt. So the C is close and the H is head free to tilt. And this will enable them to take a really big mouthful of breast tissue from underneath the breast. And this will mean that the nipple will end up right at the back of the soft palate where it won't cause us any pain and they'll be able to transfer enough milk. So we've got them close, we've got them head free to tilt, and the I in CHINS stands for inline. So we don't want the baby having any twist in its body. So we don't want them trying to drink over their shoulder because that would be really difficult. We want them facing the food so that their nose, their navel and their knees are all in the same, facing the same way. So they're nice and close, the head is free to tilt and their body is in line, okay? That's where we're up to. And then when we're bringing the baby towards the breast on that approach, we want them to take the biggest, widest gap possible. And we do this by using the N in CHINS. So we start with the baby nose to nipple, okay? So we don't want to put the nipple here because the baby doesn't have to give a wide gape to get the breast into its mouth, and that can cause pain. So what we want to do is put the nipple just on the baby's nose with the mouth closed. So if you put the nipple on the nose with the mouth closed, we're just going to wait for the baby to slowly open its mouth as wide as possible. And at this point, when the nipple is pointing up to the soft palate, we're going to swiftly bring the baby to the chest, leading with the chin. So the first thing that touches the breast should be the baby's chin, and I can show you this on my knitted boob. So we're going to take a really big wide gape. If you imagine this is the baby's lower jaw and this is the top lip, okay? The tongue's going to come out as the baby approaches the breast, and the baby's going to lead with the chin as it comes from underneath. The mouth will stay wide and we'll bring the baby on swiftly, and the top lip will just miss the nipple so that the bottom lip is as far away from the nipple as possible and the top lip is just past the nipple. So you may, dependent on the size of your areola, see more areola above the baby's top lip, okay? And this will mean that the nipple is sitting at the back of the roof of the mouth where the soft palate is. As the baby suckles and compresses the breast with its tongue, it will take optimal amounts of milk without compressing the breast, without compressing the nipple. So we know it's breastfeeding, not nipple feeding, yeah? So what you should see once that baby is attached, obviously you'll be in a nice comfortable position, the baby will be close, the baby's head will be free to tilt, it will be in a nice straight line facing the food, you'll have started nose to nipple, and then once the baby attaches on well with that asymmetric latch, nipple right at the back of the roof of the mouth where the soft palate is, the S is for sustainable, okay? So you're going to make this position comfortable for you to stay in for as long as the baby needs feeding. And that may be using a pillow, but we do suggest that that pillow's brought in after you've got that really good latch. So we're going to bring the pillow in to support your arm and the baby's back so that, again, nothing is restricting the baby's head, okay? And what we should see on the breast is we should see big, full, rounded cheeks. Yeah, we don't want any drawing of the cheeks. If you can see dints in the cheeks when the baby's feeding, that means that the mouth is not full of breast tissue. It should be pain-free for the mother all the way through the feed, even right towards the end. We should see more of that areola, as we said, above the top lip, dependent on the size of the areola. The baby should have its nose nice and clear. Again, if the baby's led with the chin as it comes in, so the chin's compressing the breast, the nose will be nice and clear. If you're finding that you want to pull your breast away from the baby's nose, that's probably because it's gone on with its chin on its chest. You know, we're looking for the head to be tilted right back. The bigger the gap between the chin and the chest, the more effective that feed's going to be. And we should see deep sucks and swallows, so there'll be a range of feed that the baby goes through. At the beginning, those really fast, rapid sucks to ask for that, let down reflex, that oxytocin surge. And then at the active feeding phase, the baby should be doing big sucks and swallows, and we're looking for a ratio of 1 suck and then a swallow, or 2 sucks and then a swallow for an optimal feed. And that will go on for a period of time. It depends into, what time of day it is, how hungry the baby is, when it last fed. And then towards the back end of the feed, the volume decreases, but the fat content increases. So the baby will start to do more sucks and then occasional swallows. And then right at the back end, when it's getting its double chocolate cake with double cream, you'll see almost like a flutter, and lots of people will think that this isn't feeding, but as long as the baby's still swallowing, it's really important that we allow the baby to finish that breast, to go through all the stages of the feed to the fat-rich milk at the end. And then the baby should come off on their own, and we can then offer the second breast, and the baby will take it in relation to hunger. Something else the mum can do is also check the shape of the nipple post-feed. The nipple should be slightly elongated, but not squashed. So we're looking for a fruit pastel, not a lipstick tip. And that's another way you can check that the nipple's been right at the back of the roof of the mouth where the soft palate is. So these are just one position that you can use, but the CHINS acronym applies to all positions for breastfeeding.